Hello, this is another video on Computer Basics Hardware Part 2. In my earlier video I went over the things that are inside a computer, inside the system box, such as the motherboard, expansion cards, and different things like that. In this video I'd like to go over more of the different types of hard drives that you may run into in your computers, or that you can use with your computers. So let's go ahead and start. I'd like to show you this hard drive, which is an IDE hard drive. It's 3.5 inches large or big. This is an IDE hard drive. As you can see, it has 50 pins in here. Okay. And then you got your slots right here for deciding whether or not it's a slave, or configuring it to either be a slave or a master. And then you have your slot to add your power cord to. Now, the type of ribbon or pin that you would use for this is a 50 pin ribbon, and it just goes in like so. I didn't put it in all the way, but trust me, it goes in like that. Okay. The next hard drive I'd like to show you is the same type of, well, is another hard drive. This is a SATA hard drive. This one's bigger capacity. It's a 1 terabyte SATA hard drive. It is also 3.5 inches wide or tall, and with that one you have your SATA connections here, right here. This one right here is for power. This one right here is for data. Okay, and you just use your SATA cord and you connect it up to the data one. Like so. Now, both of these types of drives, whether it's SATA or the IDE, they both go into the desktop computers. That's the large one that you see that's connected to your from your monitor to the system box. Both of these types of hard drives go into that type of a computer, which is, like I said, a desktop computer. There are some more hard drives I'd like to show you, and I've showed you some of these hard drives in my recent video, my other video. This is another SATA hard drive, but this one goes into a laptop. This one is 2.5 inches long, and it is a SATA one, and it goes into the laptop. And then you have, this is another one, same size as this one. It is 2.5 inches, but instead of being a SATA, this is an IDE hard drive. And as you can see, the pins are different. That also goes into a laptop hard drive. That goes into your older laptop hard drives. I hope you can see that right there. Okay. Now, I also want to show you some what I call a thumb drive or a flash drive. And that's what that is there. That also can be used for holding data, transferring data, or moving data from one computer to another. This is I call it a thumb drive. A lot of people will call it, nickname it a thumb drive, because it's about the size of a thumb. Okay. Other people may call it a flash drive or a flash stick. This one is, let's see, I believe it is 32 gigs is the size. I'm sorry. Yeah, 32 gigs. Okay, that's a flash drive. The blade extends and then retracts, for easy access. And let's see. Also, another thing that you would probably be interested in is a USB hub. Okay? And that's just so that if you have more than one USB device that you want to hook up to your computer, you can use this hub. Connect the hub to your computer with this USB-A blade. Okay? And then just go ahead and connect your USB devices to it. Now, why am I showing you this? Because you may start having what is known as external hard drives. The hard drives that I showed you before, these are all put inside the computer, so they're called internal hard drives. But there's also what you call external hard drives. They usually connect to the computer outside of the box, and they usually connect through a USB. That's what this thumb drive is used for. Okay? And you can use these like for holding extra data, like your movies, your pictures, your family videos, what have you. Here is what an external hard drive looks like. Right here. Now, what happens is that what happens with a lot of people, you do a computer upgrade, or you get a bigger computer or a faster computer, newer computer, and your old computer, either it doesn't work anymore or you don't use it anymore. Well, you can use the hard drive out of it, whether it's IDE or SATA. I'm sorry, let me put that on top of there. Either IDE or SATA. Okay? And you can make it an extra external hard drive. Right? And you can do what is known as a hard drive kit. I bought this, I believe I either bought this at a local store or online. You can get these kits anywhere, at your local computer store or online. It comes with the case, and then it comes with the covers, and it comes with an external USB cord that hooks up to the case after you put the drive in here. And there you can either use them, you can either connect either an IDE drive or a SATA drive. If possible, I'd connect the SATA drive up to it, because the SATA drives are going to be quicker and faster. But anyway, that's how you can make an external hard drive. I use that for when I'm a computer technician, or I used to be, and I would use it when I needed to transfer people's old data on and put it on here. And then if I needed to swap out their hard drive, I'd swap out their hard drive and then put their data from here onto their new hard drive. So, it's good to have around for backups, or if one of your hard drives you want to swap it out and upgrade it. Before you do that, you back up your old data to your external hard drive. Then you take out your old hard drive, put in your new hard drive, and then you can put your data that's on here onto your new hard drive. It's a very good thing and very handy thing to have for when you want to do computer backup or hard drive backups, data backups, backing up all of your data. Like I say, whether they're pictures, videos, movies, what have you. External hard drives are very good. They're very good time savers. They're very good for keeping your stuff backed up. Okay? Even though this is not in an external case, okay, this is one of my backed up hard drives right here. It's not in an external case, okay, but it is one of my backup hard drives. Now, how do I access it? Very simple. You can also have, and I don't remember the technical name for this, but this is I call it a hard drive cradle. Okay, as you can see, this is the USB cord, this is the power cord, and that's the power button. Okay, when you turn it on, I'm sorry, you can't really see it right there, but when you turn it on, the power will flash. Okay, when you put your hard drive in here, and as you can see, I have SATA connection right there. So what I do is I take my hard drive with the SATA connection and I put it in. Make sure it fits in the cradle good. Go behind it, turn on the power cord. The power light will come on, the data light will come on, and this will show up on my computer with all of my data in it. Now, why am I telling you guys about this? The more you use your computer, the more you're going to need to save your data. Once again, let me repeat that. The more you use your computer, the more you're going to want to save your data. You're going to want to have your data. You're going to want to have it backed up. Why do you want to do that? While you're on your computer, if you're using your computer and something happens, something always happens to computers, whether it gets caught with a virus, whether the hard drive fails, or for whatever reason, if that computer doesn't start up, you can't get to your data. So the best thing to do is, while your computer's running, while everything is good, and while everything is working perfectly, go ahead and back up your data. Back it up to an external hard drive. Why do I say external hard drive as opposed to putting a second or third hard drive into your computer? That way, if you get something like if you get a virus or a worm or some type of malware in it, as long as this isn't connected to your computer, when you get that virus, your data is safe. So you back up your data, take this out, stick it to the side, which is what I normally do. Then you go back to your computer and you work with the data on your computer. If something happens to your computer, you don't have to worry about it because it's already backed up. I just thought I'd let you guys know about that. That's one thing that I do. A lot of people do it. But I thought it was worth mentioning because I still work in tech support, and the one thing that I run into every day is that it doesn't matter whether they're technicians, engineers, system analysts, the one thing they all have in common is they never have proper backups. Most of them don't have backups at all, and that's something that you never really think about until you need it. So I would suggest doing a regular routine of backing up. Okay, that's what I do. Next thing I'd like to show you is I'd like to show you some other devices that you can put data on. Hard drives is one thing. Another thing, which I guess you would consider these mini hard drives, is an SD disk. Okay, that's that right there. That right there you can use to back up data. Here's another SD disk. It also can be used for holding and backing up data. You usually see these types of discs in cameras and phones and tablets. Okay, these are very good for again, holding your data onto. Why? Let's say you just bought a brand new tablet or something, and it comes with 16 gigs of internal hard drive. That's good. That's very good. Of course, you can always use bigger. But one way that you can go ahead and extend your hard drive space would be to buy an SD card. And that's what these are right here. I apologize. I know that looks a little distorted. Go ahead and put all your data, all of the data that you think is important. I'd put it on this chip, and even if you keep it on here, and even if you keep this chip inside your device, whether it's a tablet or whether or not it's a phone or a camera, camcorder, what have you. It's always a good thing to have this backed up. Okay, put it on here, take it out of here, put it onto your computer, and then from your computer transfer it to your external hard drive, or back these up directly to your external hard drive. These are very important when you use your devices. Again, it doesn't matter whether it's a phone, a tablet, or a camcorder, or a camera. You always want to back up your data, always. And these are some very good devices to use. As you can see, this one is a 32 gig. A lot of your tablets max out at 32 gigs. They may have this. This is the older SD drives, and these are the newer ones. These are micro SD drives, and this is a 2 gig. When I got my phone, it came with a 2 gig micro SD drive. I took that out and I put in the 16 gig micro SD drive. The more space you can have on your devices, the better you can back up your data. Back up. I can't say that enough. You want to back up your data. For reading these types of drives, most of the newer computers now come with what are known as card readers for reading these devices. If your computer doesn't have a card reader, you can always go out and buy a card reader. I got this one from eBay, and let's see, you can't really see it too well, but those are the devices, those are the ports that you would use to read those devices right there. That one is for your micro SD, and this one is for your SD card right here. And this is an IO Gear. Yeah, IO. This is an IO Gear, a card reader. And I bought this from eBay for like, I don't know, $5-10 at the time. Including shipping and handling, it was no more than $15-20. So these are very good devices to have to connect to your computer if your computer does not come already with a card reader. Let me see, there's another device. Oh, also, for those of us who want to get online wirelessly or get online with a wireless adapter, I thought I'd show this one right here. Earlier I showed you, in the previous video before this, I showed you a PCI wireless adapter. This is a USB wireless adapter. The PCI wireless adapter that I showed you before only was good for putting into your desktop computer. This USB adapter is good for hooking up to either your desktop computer or your laptop computer. Either or, it really doesn't matter. Laptop computer or notebook computer. If most of your laptop computers and your desktop computers nowadays come with an onboard wireless adapter, but if for whatever reason that wireless adapter doesn't work, or you don't have a onboard wireless adapter, the easiest thing to do would be to buy this wireless USB adapter, because they're easy to install, they're quick to install. They usually come with the adapter, the antenna, and software on a DVD or a CD, and you just install them. So what you would do is you would just hook this up to your computer and then just follow the directions for installing the software. Okay, and I've even had multiple USB devices connected to my computer, so I've even connected this to my USB hub and then used it like that, and then connect the USB hub to my computer, whether it's a desktop or a laptop. And that's I think that'll do it for now. Thank you very much. There will be a part 3 following this. And thank you very much. I hope you learned something. I hope this was very informative. You have a good day.